What's up guys, this is Bhuwan Chauhan here, and today we're going to be training chest. What's up guys, this is Bhuwan Chauhan here, and today we're going to be training chest. So we're at the gym right now. I have had my pre-workout meal, and now we're going to be going through the pre-workout. So because it's chest, I don't like to use too many stimulants because I did my fasted cardio and I used some caffeine for that cardio. So today we're just going to be doing the non-stim pump product, which is the pump surge. This has the citrulline, malate, and then betaine and taurine. Things just help with the pump. I just like to dry scoop it. I don't like to use caffeine all the time, especially on my chest and arm days. I don't like to use the caffeine because these are kind of like easy days. Your central nervous system doesn't really get taxed as much. And then I like to also use Build XT, which is basically peak O2, which increases the ATP production. This is one of my favorite products from Jack Factory because it really makes a difference in your endurance levels during the workout, which is very important during prep because I'm 5.5 weeks out right now, and every tiny bit helps. So here, and then today is my moderate carbs day. So I'm going to be doing a scoop of carb surge, unflavored, mixed with EAs, which I already mix at home, and we're going to be sipping this during the entire workout. That's about 25 grams of carbs from Carb 10 and cluster dextrin. So this is the pre-workout ritual, and we will get this started now. So to start off shoulders, I always like to start off with a fly movement like a machine or a cable, just to get some blood in the chest. And before we go into the presses, just because it warms up pretty much everything. And chest is something that's pretty susceptible to injuries. My chest particularly, I've been pretty strained. I've been training it once a week right now, but I was training it twice a week, and during that time I feel like I overtrained it. So despite getting all the treatments for cryos and my sport therapists, we realized that it wasn't able to recover as fast as I was training it. So because of that, I have a little bit of strain in my right pec. So I have to bring down my volume of training. So I just hit once a week, hit it hard, and that's pretty much. So I really need to warm up my chest well. And I feel like doing these movements, and then I also like sometimes roll with the lacrosse ball. Like I'll roll a lot to release that, like for myofascial release, in addition to the massages and the cardio treatments that I get. So if you are somebody who's struggling with chest growth, like chest is one of my weaker points, so I really like to train them hard. And the best thing that has worked for me is definitely rolling it, getting as much as massages as possible to make sure it's nice and loose. There's no tension in the muscle, so that you can train it and it'll actually grow. And the other thing is, as you're gonna see throughout the workout, I am gonna be doing I've realized there's a pattern of exercises that works best for me. So once we're done with the warm-up, I'll show you guys what has worked the best for me over this past year, where I was able to bring up my chest a lot, and everybody can notice the difference in how much my chest has grown in just 1 year, because that was the feedback last year that I have to grow my chest. Another thing I like to do is always warm up my rotator cuffs. I don't really have a shoulder injury, but I feel it's very important when you're doing pressing movements to have your rotator cuff strong and warmed up. So these kind of help to strengthen them, as well as to warm up that shoulder cap. All right, so our first main chest exercise is going to be a decline sit machine press. Now I know a lot of people don't like to do decline a lot, and I used to be one of those too for like almost 8 to 9 years of lifting, I always started my workouts with bench press or incline press. But I realized this last 1 year that this is what has made the biggest difference in my chest growth, using decline as the first chest movement. Because if you really think about your chest, the bulk of your mass of chest is in your lower area, not up here. If you're able to build your chest thick in your lower area, your chest is obviously going to look thicker and bigger. And I learned this from Dorian Yates actually. I saw a lot of his videos and I saw that he used to always promote training chest from decline movements and then working your way up rather than working your way down. And I did that for this past year just to see how I respond, and my chest has grown so much in the last 1 year that has made such a big difference in my physique. And I feel like this is something I'll continue to do. And if you're somebody who wants to grow his chest, I'm telling you, do this. It's going to make a big difference. And in your growth season, go for low reps, 6 to 8, but heavy. And that's what I've done. And right now I'm also going heavy, but not 6 to 8, rather than more 8 to 10, just so I don't get injured. But yeah, this is that tip that has made the biggest difference in why my chest has grown so much in this past 1 year. Apart from everything else, this is the only difference I've made, and I'll continue to do so. Once I hit that weight where I can do 10 reps and hit failure, we'll do our 2 or 3 working sets and take it from there. All right, so one of the other important things is to log your workouts, especially when you're doing a prep. So I started my prep for Olympia like 3 weeks ago. So my biggest thing is to maintain my strength, to make sure I can retain as much muscle as possible. So what I like to do is make my workout logs for the main movement. So these are 2 strength tracking movements for my chest. Walk to a 28, then a 250 for 7, and then this is today, we did 250 for 7. That means obviously I can't get any stronger right now because my calories are lower. It's getting lower every week. So, but I can maintain my strength, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So what I did 3 weeks ago is the same weight I'm doing right now for the same reps. That shows me my strength is there, and I'll just have to push in harder and harder as we get closer to the show. So if you don't track your workouts, that's another thing to make sure you keep as much muscle as possible. All right, second exercise, we're gonna be doing flat chest press machine. I usually do dumbbells, but right now the gym's too busy, so I can't go to the dumbbells, which sucks because, as I said, I like to track my strength, and but it is what it is. I'd rather do another exercise than wait for 5-10 minutes somewhere else, lose the pump, and just not have an efficient workout. It's very important right now to have an efficient workout and not lose the pump and keep it going, keep the workouts around 60 to 70 minutes max, and that's it. So we're gonna be doing this flat chest press. Warm up, 1 warm up, and then three working sets. So as I said, I'm only doing 3 working sets, but instead of doing 3 heavy working sets, 8 to 10 reps, wherein I would do the last working set with a drop set, I've switched it up. I'll do 2 heavy, 8 to 10 reps, and then the third working set, I'll bring the weight down and do about 15 to 20 reps. Still to failure, but not overtax the muscle with low reps. Rather just go it higher and hit those muscle fibers differently and just deplete it. And instead of bringing the volume down, that's what I'm going to do. But when I'm like 3-4 weeks out, I'll bring the volume down and just do 2 working sets and just do more warm-up sets. All right, exercise number 3, another press, but incline. As I said, I like to work my chest from decline all the way up. It has worked really well for me the whole year. So we're gonna be doing incline hammerstand press. The trick with this is I like to keep my back straight, but keep my chin touching my upper chest, and that way I feel like I really am able to isolate the upper chest area. So all right, okay guys, exercise 4, we're gonna be doing incline cable flies. Now I like cables more than dumbbells because of the squeeze I can feel, and especially at the top, I can really hold the weight, feel the chest contract, and then slowly bring it down. There's nothing wrong with dumbbells. It's nice to switch it up, but closer to a show, I like to use less dumbbells when it comes to movements like this, so that I can really squeeze every single muscle fiber while I'm leaning down, drying out, than a dumbbell. So here we go. All right guys, we are on the last exercise, and this is our 5th last giant set. We're gonna be doing close grip incline presses to focus on the inner portion of the chest. Then we're gonna go on to the high cable flies to really, again, focus on the inner and the lower chest. And then we're gonna end it off with some body weight dips to completely exhaust the chest and hit all portions of the chest. So I'm gonna be doing incline here. We're gonna be doing a fly movement. We're gonna be doing dips for the lower chest. So completely inhalate the chest. We're gonna be doing 15 to 20 reps and 2 sets, and just go all out. 60 seconds rest in between. Let's go. All right, so last exercise, we're gonna be doing some little bit of shoulders, some lateral raises. I like to do about 6 sets on my chest days. We're gonna be doing 20, 15, 12, 12, 10, and the last set is gonna be like a triple drop set. This is more like just to put some blood and stimulate my lateral delts rather than hydrating them, which I do it on my shoulder days. Just because it's a moderate carb day, and shoulder is one of my strengths, and I like to train them more often. I feel like it reacts the best for me. My shoulders have reacted best to training 2 to 3 times a week, so I want to continue doing that. And it's also like a really good way of ending a chest workout. You have so much blood in your chest, and then you have a lot of pump in your shoulders, chest and shoulder pump. You can't beat that. So very less rest, 45 seconds rest. Just as I said, the goal is to put in as much blood as possible in your shoulders and leave with a really good shoulder pump. Whew. That's it. Quick, efficient, heavy, intense. That's how I like to keep my workouts. And this is how it was. A few more workouts to go until the Olympia. For cardio, I like to do steady state pretty much all throughout the prep. I've tried HIIT cardio as well as the low intensity steady state. I feel like for my body type, I definitely enjoy and react better to steady state because it's very hard on my central nervous system if I do HIIT, and I don't think I recover to be 100% intense for my workouts. So I prefer this 30 to 60 minutes throughout the prep, depending on how lean I am, what my goal is. I keep my cardio in even in my off season, just to keep my metabolism up. 20 to 30 minutes, 4 to 5 times a week. Right now, I'm still doing only 30 minutes of cardio a day, 6 times a week, and it's probably gonna go up, maybe up to 60 minutes, but no complaints there. I like to do my cardio fasted most of the times. If I'm doing more than 45 minutes, I'll split it into fasted and post-workout, and if I can't do fasted for some reason, I'll do post-workout. But I definitely enjoy fasted cardio because it gives you a good routine, good start to my day, and something to look forward to as soon as you wake up. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next episode from Jack Factory, and it's gonna be fun the next few weeks. It's gonna be intense, but I'll live for this shit. I enjoy it. So see you guys next time.